Hello everybody, and today we are here with another board game review. Today we'll be reviewing Unlock.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we'll be telling you why you should play Unlock Secret Adventures. Now we have covered a lot of Unlock games, but just in case that you are not familiar about this series of games, these are one and done escape room style puzzle adventure games in which you will be solving some puzzles based on some cards and then revealing a story, and that's about the game. Once you're done with this, you can replay it, but the story and the puzzles are still going to be the same. So it's better that you give a gap in between your gameplays, or you can gift it to someone as well. Now, if you don't know how these games work, these are all card based games, and this one I cannot show you the actual game cards because, again, at least I will show you some of them.
Spoilers!
But yeah, to avoid spoilers, I cannot show you. But how the mechanisms work is that normally there are going to be some colored cards, and the top header is going to give you kind of a hint that how you can use them. So for example, if you have a cabinet which is a red card and a blue card which is a key, then you can use that. To use this key with this cabinet, you will be adding up these numbers, and whatever is the result, so 11 plus 35 is 46. You will go through your deck of cards, look for number 46 card, take it out, and it will reveal that now the cabinet is open. So you have used the key to open the cabinet. So in this way you will be solving these puzzles. Plus, there will be some cards which are green in color. These greens means that you have a machine. This game is supported by an app which is free to download. So as long as you have
And
the
you need
game,
the app to play the game.
yeah, you definitely need. You cannot have a booklet or that replace it, because there are some app-based interactions which you need to do to solve these kind of machine
A
puzzles.
lot, actually.
And the last one is are these yellow cards. The yellow cards are for
Codes.
codes. So these are
Remember, every code are at least 4 digits.
yeah. So sometimes you just need 4 digits. You don't need any app interaction, but those 4 digits need to be input in the app under the code section to actually make it proceed. So in this way, you will be trying to solve, combine things, solve puzzles, and trying to explore and move ahead in the story.
Also, don't forget to check the surroundings because there are definitely going to be hidden numbers.
Yeah, and one of the things that this is one of the newer versions of the game. The hidden numbers used to be a lot in the older unlock games, and the newer games it gets, the lesser it has dependent on those, because those were the most boring kind of ones, because you just have to look and you need to have good eyesight to find out a hidden number. They do exist in this game as well, hidden numbers, but it's less than what used to be in the older games. All right, now let's go into the actual 3 games that you get in this box. Each of these games is going to have a time of around 1 hour. Maybe the last one will take you a little bit more. So overall, you're going to get 3 to 4 hours of game easily out of this box.
Now, let's get into what type of stories there are.
Yep. So Vishal, the first one was
The
the
Noside story.
yep. So what was it about?
So it was pretty simple. Can you explain it?
Yep. So this is the first card,
This is the first
the
card.
no side layer.
Wait, we just give a spoiler.
No, that's okay. One card we can show because that's where the story starts.
This, we are going to Noside's layer to do what?
Because we have seen that there have been some smoke coming out of it, and accordingly they have asked us to actually go there and identify that why that smoke is coming and causing that pollution and making it hard visibility in the town. So we have to find out what no side has been up to and eliminate
You
the
crazy
problem.
scientist.
Yeah, Noside has been a very famous protagonist in this series of games, so they keep using him for these fun kind of themes, and this is just a fun theme. Now, one of the things that you will Notice in these, I will quickly show you the cards without revealing anything. It has a very whimsical kind of artwork, and
A very
which is,
kitty kind of
yeah,
artwork.
very similar to what you would find, for example, in PC games like
Lala?
LucasArts adventure games. And so it's very fun kind of artwork. Now, Ishal, I cannot reveal you anymore. I just wanted to give you a flavor of the card and the looks and the artwork. What did you think about the puzzles in this game?
I thought they were rather creative a bit. I really like the artwork and design. You know me, I'm an art geek. And yeah, overall, this is definitely recommended. The
Okay.
story.
So for me, it was an okay story, easily forgettable. You would forget it in 1 month even. Okay, so you would forget the
That's the
story. It's
problem.
not very unique. So it was one of the, to me, for me, it was one of the lower end unlocked games. It did have one very unique mechanism during the mission, which at once changes all the things on the board. So I cannot reveal anything more than that. So that was a new unique thing which I had never seen that before in this game. Otherwise, it's a very forgetful game. Let's talk about the next one, which is set in the Old West, or called the Tombstone Express. So Ishal,
Now, I think I
what can,
completely forgot, but this train is heading to where?
well, it's heading somewhere, doesn't
It's
matter.
heading somewhere, we forgot.
It doesn't matter. But a robbery has occurred on this
A
train.
robbery has occurred on a special gem. It's the heart of. The heart of. Shit, we forgot the name.
Jam?
Yeah, it was a little. It was like a gem. It was a
Yeah,
gem in the
yeah,
heart.
yeah. So, again, it's
Wow!
slightly cowboy themed, slightly, I will say, because you get to know that some robbers have come across the train set in the Wild West, and they have, a robbery has occurred. But you never really get to actually see those robbers, other than an element in the game which was again unique, which has nothing to do with the puzzle, but which were these bullets. Okay, so
Very,
this
very
added,
fun.
this is again not a spoiler, because it's a very simple thing that you will get to do. So during this mission, what you will face is that there will be some desperados who will be coming to you, and one of the things that you will get to do unique in this game is that
We
it
need
comes
old
with
Western
some
language.
stands. It does come with some stands. You will be putting these cards, and then you will be using these bullets. Far away, you will be stepping away from the table, and everyone will be using the bullets to throw at these desperados. Just a fun little activity in between the actual puzzle solving, in which you are trying to solve the puzzle. Now, the unique thing in this one was that you are trying to deduce, based on the findings that you have done, that who the actual robber is, who the actual culprit is. Because even though it started as a cowboy story, some thieves have come and they are trying to steal. But in the end, the robber, actual robber, is on the train, and the game forgets about those cowboys and lets you find out that who the robber is on that train, who is trying to steal and jeopardize your mission, and you have to guess who that is. And if your guess is right, you get more scores. If your guess is wrong, you get less scores. So there is that kind of element that it can have different ends based on that. So what did you think about the game?
Overall, I would. Of course, I'm a child. I don't like adult teams, and I don't like cowboys, unlike my father. And even though the contents were a little fun and it's just nice to shoot, I would give it probably an okay rating.
Yeah, that's my opinion as well. That it was just okay, because even though there were some good elements, some branching elements which were unique in this, because you will be getting two options, that do you want to deal, when you are interrogating people, do you want to deal in this way or in this way? And based on that outcome, different things can happen. So that was a unique, innovative thing which you will get to see in this one. But on the opposite side, uh, the ending and the deduction part was a little convoluted as compared to some of the exit games that have they have recently released, like Dead Men on Orient Express or Theft on Mississippi. Those two games have a very strong deduction kind of element, that who did it, the clues made sense. In this one, it was slightly luck based, because you were not really sure, or you didn't get enough clues to really make a good sense of who the real thief was. And that was a slight letdown part on the game's behalf, that we didn't really get to see that who the actual culprit is, based on um, the lack of clues it gave in finally finding the solution. So again, it was an okay one. But now let's come to the third and the final game in this one, and the
Maybe my
biggest one
favorite.
in this one, which is
The Wizard of Oz. We're off to see the wizard, the
the wonderful
wonderful
Wizard
Wizard of
of
Oz.
Oz.
I always remember that tune.
All right. Now, the adventure of Oz starts as you expect, where we are going to be sent to the land of Oz, and you will
Alright,
be
put the
going
pole
through
to stay on for dear life.
multiple parts of the story throughout Oz: the yellow brick road,
Of
the
course, it
flying
isn't as
monkeys,
easy. This is, I guess, the most difficult one.
the Emerald City. Well, yeah, difficulty wise, of course, it's higher than others, but I will say that's a relative term, because in the end, as long as the puzzles make sense, you will be able to solve them, and that's an indication of good puzzle game, where you're getting the satisfaction that you are solving with a little bit of intelligence.
I'm
So
smart.
this game came with a new element. This is not a card, it's a hard cardboard mirror, and which has some gems on it,
I
and
really
you will
like
be
this.
using this on different kind of puzzles.
Can I
Plus,
have this as my phone's wallpaper?
yes, you can. Plus, it does come with a map of Oz. Again, this is not a spoiler, because you will be getting this very early in the game. And for a lot of puzzles, you will be using this map and the path that goes to see that how you want to actually traverse through the Oz to solve this
The
puzzles in
yellow
this
brick
game.
road.
Now, Ishal, what did you think about the last game in this one, The Wizard of Oz?
This is probably my favorite, even more than the Noside. I There's no doubt about it. I love Wizard of Oz. Okay, I keep forgetting the name. It's my favorite story. I think the very day I read it. At some, I of course I love the artwork. At some points there were difficulties, but then we got through them. The I just love everything.
Okay, my opinion on this. This was one of the most fantastic games or
One
puzzles
thousand
that we
out of
have
10. We know.
played, out of not just this box, but out of all the unlocked boxes. An easy recommendation: this whole box is made worth by this one story. Okay, these other two were just okay, whereas this one makes it worth buying the whole set just because of this one.
I say
The
I changed my
puzzles,
mind. It's 2,564,900 out of 10.
yeah, so the puzzles in this one are really great. The artwork is very true to what you expect from an Oz story. The theme was good, the puzzles were good, the story was good, and the very unique thing about this one was that it came with an optional mission as well. So even though there is a main storyline, there is an optional missions as well, and you want to solve those optional missions, you want to get those additional medals, which are going to help you solve those additional, help those friends of your before you
Scarecrow,
go back to
Lion, the Iron Tin Man.
yeah, before you go back to Kansas City. So
There are also other different locations that, might I say, are very interesting.
yeah, and so overall, that kind of innovation Unlock Games always brings to the table that not each game looks like another one. They always think of one unique, catchy mechanism which is going to make it more unique. And in this one, the optional quest plus a good variety of puzzles overall just made this game instant buy for me. So I can easily recommend this whole box based on this alone game.
Give me the game.
So that's it. You know our high opinion about Unlock series, and in this one, it's no different as well. So that's it from our side. Hope you enjoyed this review and it made you help in realizing whether you would be interested in buying this game or not and playing it, of course.
Perhaps, if you want to, this is completely your choice. You can leave your rating of this game in the comment section down below.
Alright, that's it from our side and happy gaming!
Happy gaming!